Okay, we have Middle Tennessee head coach Rick Insell and student athletes Aqueen Hayes and Taylor Sutton, and we will begin with an opening statement from Coach.
I thought it was a heck of a ball game. To us to really hold court while AJ went out, which is I think one of the top post players in the country, and get 3 early fouls. And Joe and Charity came in. Jess was struggling a little early. I kind of went with my gut and started her back the second half, and then she ended up with 7 rebounds, I think, and 2 big threes. So, and then what do you say about, everybody needs a queen, and we got one. And you got the freshman of the year here and the newcomer of the year here. So I think, now everybody sees why most of the people in the conference voted for them.
Questions for our student athletes?
Aqueen, career high 34 points tonight. Big moment, advances to the championship. What are you looking forward for tomorrow night's game?
I'm ready to get them back. We deserve this. We got to work hard. We just come out fighting, play defense. Like Coach said, defense win championships. So we come out and play defense, we going to win that championship.
When you stepped out on the court, from the very first, you played all 40 minutes. Did you just have a feeling that you were about to go off the way you did?
No, I just focused on defense for the most part, and my offensive game came to me.
Taylor, you also played a big part in tonight's win, 38 minutes, 38 out of 40. Does that show what kind of trust Coach Insell has in both you and Aqueen to play that many minutes?
Yes, sir. I mean, he puts a lot of trust in us, so we know we have to go out there and do what we have to do and handle business as a team for each other and for the coaching staff.
Y'all got on a big run there in the third quarter. You outscored UAB by 9 in the entire second half. What kind of got you guys on that roll late in the third quarter, early in the fourth quarter to kind of separate yourselves?
I think it was the energy and the toughness. We came out ready to play. We was all on the same page. And like Coach said, we had a connection. We came out ready to go.
All right, we'll let our student athletes get back to the locker room, and we will continue with questions for Coach.
Coach Insell, and just kind of a follow-up question with that. Y'all got on that big run, got y'all's crowd into it, got the players into it. What allowed y'all to get on that run there?
I think what got our crowd into it was the fact that when AJ got that third foul, we kind of thought that was, they looked at the monitor and said it was flagrant, but I think it was 2 of them trying to get the basketball. But getting that third foul, I think that kind of fired our crowd up, and it fired our team up, and I think that's when Queen took over. And she made some great moves. I've been doing this for about 44 years now, 45, and, she made 2 or 3 moves in there I hadn't seen anybody make. And, I hope we can get some of them tomorrow night. That's what I hope. I hope she's still got a few more in the back pocket.
After yesterday's win, you said when y'all shoot the ball well, you can be one of the most lethal teams in the country. Today, once again, you shot the ball well. You went 9 of 14 from beyond the arc. Can you just talk a little bit about when your offense performs, like how lethal it does make you?
Well, we kind of lay everything we got on entering the ball to the post and then kicking the ball back out to our shooters. And when our shooters knock down shots, we're a pretty tough basketball team. We're undersized at the 4. That's why we play Laurel there. Laurel played the 3 and the 2 last year, and we're playing her at the 4. It makes it tough on the team to double up on AJ when you got someone like that can shoot. And then we bring Joe in, and Joe just gives us a little more size inside, plus Joe's a tremendous rebounder. But I thought a big player tonight in this game was Charity Savage. I thought when she came in for Jess was struggling a little bit. She got 3 rebounds and 4 points, and we needed those the first half. If those points are the points that gave us the 1-point lead at halftime. So I thought she did a great job. You look at the stat sheet, 4 and 3, but that was big in the short time period that she played.
Going back to that pivotal run late in the third quarter, early in the fourth, did you see anything from UAB's defense or offense that kind of allowed you to make that run?
Well, they started really getting in the lane and cutting off those drives from Queen when he called timeout. Then they went to a zone there. Once they went to the zone, we figured it out. We hit Taylor in the corner, and she knocked down a 3. And I didn't think we was ever going to get her the basketball. She was standing over there wide open for about 3 or 4 seconds. We finally got it to her, and she knocked it down. He saw right quick he couldn't run that zone. And then he came back with and just, we just didn't make some shots. I thought, we were a little unsteady handling the ball there for 4 or 5 possessions, and I think that gave them some energy. But we came back. We became very coachable, and and we were uncoachable there, 2 or 3 possessions. I don't know why we were throwing the ball to Anna Jones in the middle of the floor. I didn't see that coming.
Thank you, Coach. Congratulations.
Thank you.
We have UAB head coach Randy Norton and student athlete Deanna Kuzmanik, and we'll begin with an opening statement from Coach.
Well, obviously that didn't turn out the way we wanted. I'm really disappointed for our team. I just love coaching this team. I know, and they had their mind set on making it to the NCAA tournament, but it just wasn't meant to be tonight. Middle Tennessee, they had some great individual performances, and we just didn't play good enough. Sometimes that happens. But the thing that I want to talk about our team is they just never quit fighting. They fought till the end. They could have very easily quit when we got down 15 in the third quarter, and they came back and cut it to 6, I believe, maybe 4. But we got back in the game, and Middle Tennessee just made a few more plays than we did in that crunch time. We had a hard time stopping them, and our defense has been pretty dang solid all year long. But we had a hard time, especially with Hayes. She had a great individual performance. But all in all, I'm proud of this team. Deanna Kuzmanik has just been an amazing just student athlete for UAB and for our team. And I told her I don't want to stop coaching her. I want to coach her as long as I can, whatever that is. So, but again, proud of our team and proud of our fight.
All right, questions for our student athlete?
Deanna, y'all were hung in there close until he said got down 13 in the third quarter before trying to fight back. What did you see from a player's perspective when they started to separate from y'all a little bit?
I mean, like Coach said, our team doesn't ever give up. We're going to fight till the end. And when we played Middle earlier that year, we actually were down 14 at halftime, regrouped in the locker room, came back, and were able to win that game in overtime. So when they started to pull away, yes, we wanted to regather and regroup and get back to the way we play, but we never wavered. We never, thought that we were out of the game because we've been in that situation before.
Your record is now 25-6. What do you think your chances of a postseason, maybe a WNIT, are?
I mean, I'm not on a committee. I don't know how that works, but I'm really hoping we get it because, like Coach said, like he doesn't want to stop coaching me, and I don't want to stop playing for him ever. So I'm hoping we make it.
And just lastly, can you talk a little bit? Say, if hopefully this isn't your last game, but if it is, what have you loved about playing for Coach Norton and this UAB Blazer program?
You're trying to make me cry. Coach Norton he's been a father figure to me since the first recruiting phone call I've had with him. Like, I feel like I've known this man my whole life. He's made me into a better basketball player, but overall just a better person. And the lessons he's taught me and the team it's a forever thing. It's not gonna end if this is the last game. So.
All right, we'll let Deanna go back to the locker room. We'll continue with questions for Coach.
To you, Coach, as kind of a follow-up to her, you got down 13. What do you think happened there late in the third quarter, or early in the fourth quarter when they started to separate?
Well, they were really crashing the boards hard, and they're pretty dang athletic, and they beat us on the boards. We gave up too many offensive rebounds in that stretch. Maybe had a couple turnovers, a couple loose balls that we didn't get. You know, it was nothing major. It was just a bunch of little things that just led to them breaking that game open a little bit. You know, if we could have just kept it in striking range, you know, you saw how they made that run. I knew we were going to make a run, but sometimes when you get late in the game like that, you only got so much left in the tank. And so we made our run, but we just got down too far there in the third quarter. Made it awfully difficult.
Hayes had a career high in points tonight. What makes it so difficult to guard her?
She can get to the rim probably as good as anybody we've played all year. We played some good teams with Tennessee and Oklahoma and Memphis that are very, very athletic. And she made some moves tonight I haven't seen her make, where she was turning the corner and then she was spinning back to the weak side, and just weren't able to shut her down. She just got away from us.
Talked about making that comeback, closing it to 6 there in the fourth quarter. What prevented y'all had some open looks there at the end. What prevented you from cutting it even closer and maybe tying it up?
Well, I think you nailed it. We missed a couple. We had a couple layups maybe here or there. It was a combination of things. Gave up some offensive rebounds. There was a couple loose balls that we didn't get to. We had a hand on. We just weren't able to make the play. And sometimes that just happens. I've been doing this a long time, and sometimes the other team just makes more plays than your players, and it's not for lack of hustle. It's not for lack of fight. It's just on certain nights, some things just go the other team's way. And I felt like that kind of happened to us tonight.
Thank you, Coach.
Thanks.